Hello, hello. Hopefully this is working okay. All right, so I am going to go live on YouTube as well as TikTok. I'm going to attempt again. And honestly, I cannot tell if I'm actually live or not. Let's see here. I think I accidentally created a new a new stream, so I do apologize. Okay, it looks like it's working. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and get TikTok live going. I apologize. This is all so new to me. All right, so I am live now on both platforms. So today I just wanted to go ahead and pack up some of my weekend sales. I meant to pack these up yesterday, but things just got so busy and a little chaotic. So I'm going to show you guys what sold for me and how much it sold for, where I got it, etc., all that fun stuff. So and yeah, I have quite a few sales to pack up. And let's see, how many do I have here? I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Poshmark sales, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, I lost my count. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 eBay sales. So I usually like to start with my Poshmark sales and then do my eBay sales. I don't know why, I just like to do it in that order. If someone in the chat could let me know if if you can hear me okay, that would be great. Because I can't tell. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just get started. My husband usually tells me if he can hear me okay, but he sounds like he's busy. And I do apologize if you hear any like stomping around upstairs. Those are my boys. All right. So yeah, overall pretty good sales weekend, I guess you can say. I have not been listing much, mainly because I need to go shopping. Well, I have a ton of stuff to list. I just am very busy these days. I'm a stay-at-home mom and I homeschool. You do all that fun stuff. So it's a little harder for me to get reselling work done sometimes. But I do have a few racks already loaded and ready to take photos of. So hopefully I can tackle those this week, but we shall see. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start with my Poshmark sales. So like I said, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Poshmark sales. Poshmark is not my breadwinner, eBay usually takes the cake on that. And I rarely make bundle sales. And I have actually one bundle sale to pack up on Poshmark. So that's great. Very, very thankful for that. All right, so this first item, I'm not going to pull it out and show you just because it's all packed so nicely. And it's a two-piece set, so that is why I don't want to take it out. I sold a DKNY men's suit, two-piece suit set, and it was 100% wool. And I did get this for free from my sister-in-law, so thank you if you are watching. It sold after 360 days, and I do believe this was more of a custom suit, so I think that's why it took a little bit longer to sell, but it did sell for $80, so that's awesome. And this is actually going to Albuquerque, New Mexico. I have been to New Mexico, but it's been a long time since I've been there. So yeah, this I'm really happy to get rid of because it's pretty bulky. I don't know what that means. I don't know what co-hosting means on TikTok. Sorry, I'm new. Sorry if this is noisy. Oh man, I meant to put this in a box. Dagnabbit. Yeah, so if you haven't heard the news, Poshmark is switching gears on their shipping. So I want to use up my priority mail shipping supplies because they are switching gears and moving to Ground Advantage. So I'm very curious to know like what the shipping supplies are gonna be. And I don't even know if I'm gonna end up ordering any because you have to call in and order. And I don't like talking on the phone. So I don't know what that's gonna look like, if they're gonna look like anything like this where they're self-sealing, because I really, really like that. But I accidentally like put this label on the wrong thing, so I gotta take it off. So let me know how your sales are. Hopefully they're doing good. Sales, my August was really, really good, but it's starting to slow down a little bit, and I think I know why. It's because I have not been listing anything. Where is my trash? There it is. All right, so this next Poshmark sale. Nope, that's not it. I have everything pulled already, so I don't have to worry about pulling anything. So, whoop. All right, so this next item that I sold over on Poshmark is this really, really cute Lululemon piece. And this is, I think, a silk blend. And I found this at my local thrift store for $2. And this sold after 284 days of being listed, and it sold for $22. I am such a sucker for Lululemon. Like I always pick it up. And I know it doesn't sell as well as it used to, especially like the tank tops. So I still grabbed it, and I'm okay with it sitting for a little while, just because I do have the space for it. I'm trying not to show the labels and everything. So this is going to Gilsum, New Hampshire. No, I don't think I've ever been to New Hampshire. I've been to a lot of states because I was a travel nanny for a couple years. And yeah, we explored the whole country, so and that was really, really fun. Okay, my next item on Poshmark. I'm doing my Poshmark sales first. And this is a more recent item. Oops, I keep stepping on the Duplo. Here we have Fat Face, and this is a size small or 6. Yeah. This really, really cute floral mini dress. Super, super cute. I have sold this brand one other time, but I don't really see it that often. I think it's a UK brand. Sorry for the noise. And this took 52 days to sell on Poshmark, and I found it at my local thrift store, so I probably paid roughly like $5-ish at the most for it, and it sold on Poshmark for $15. I originally actually got this for myself because I was looking for some dresses for myself, but I didn't like the way it fit, so I decided to list it, and somebody sent me an offer, and I accepted it because I wanted to. And this is going to Madison, Indiana. So yeah, I have a bunch of these Tyvek mailer bag things that I also want to use up because, you know, Poshmark is no longer teaming up with Priority Mail. They're switching to Ground Advantage. All right. So this next sale is a very, very long one. And it's a Madewell item. I personally love wearing Madewell, but Madewell these days just doesn't sell as well as it used to. But look at this really cute linen blend. I think it's a linen blend, little lightweight jacket. This is perfect for fall. Yeah, it's a linen viscose blend. So, any guesses on how long this took to sell? Over a year, I can tell you that much. In fact, over 2 years. So this took 1,386 days. 386 days. 1,386 days. Yeah. And it's been so long, like I don't even remember where I got this from. So I don't know where I got it, but it only sold for $15. I waited that long for a $15 sale. But hey, a sale is a sale. I am not complaining. I'm moving out old inventory. with YouTube, but it's not, it doesn't want to load. Hey, Closet Scratcher, Stacy. And this Madewell jacket thing is going to Inglewood, Florida. I don't know. Can you guys still see me on YouTube? I'm not sure what happened. I might have to use my my laptop computer. Like I'm trying to use my camera. Boo. All right, I'll just stick with my camera's webcam. I apologize. What happened? Okay, is this better now? Can you guys see me now? Guess I don't need this. Apologize for the technical difficulties. Hey, Stacy. I don't know what happened. This darn technology, man. I feel like such a boomer. All right, so now I'm gonna move on and do my last Poshmark sale. And it's actually a bundle. I rarely make bundle sales, but I made one on Poshmark. Oh, I'm glad it's back. I had to switch to my laptop webcam for YouTube. I'm not sure what happened. Technical difficulties. All right, so I sold 2 Madewell sweaters over on Poshmark. Here, this one is size small. And I was very tempted to keep this for myself, but I decided to sell it because I have enough sweaters. I sold this one and this is one that I actually recently listed. I'm just opening it up so that you guys can see what it is. So this beautiful wool blend sweater also sold in a bundle. And I found this sweater at the bins and it had like a giant stain right here, and I put some I always want to say Oxycontin, but it's actually OxyClean on it and let it soak, and it came right out. I couldn't believe it. So yeah, I was really excited when that happened because this was a really nice sweater. And if it wasn't going to come out, then I was just going to wear it. Hello, Papercraft. Welcome, welcome. I don't think I've ever seen you in my chat before. What do you think about that new shipping update? I'm actually not mad about the new shipping update. I'm just more curious to know what the shipping supplies, like that whole situation, like what is that going to look like? Are we going to have like, you know, the self-sealing boxes, like these ones that I use all the time? Like, what are the poly bags going to look like, you know? Like, I just have so many questions regarding the shipping supplies. So I'm hoping it will bring in more sales and yeah, that people will shop more because cheaper shipping all around. And like even shipping on eBay is getting really, really pricey. So I feel like this is like a nice competitive move from Poshmark too. All right, got these tucked away in the box. And okay, so that like the brownish looking one, that one sold after 480 days. And I found that at the bins. And the other Madewell sweater I also found at the bins, and that was only listed for 16 days. And she bundled these two together and sent me an offer for $40. And I thought about it all day because I thought I could get a little bit more for that white one just because the comps looked pretty promising. But I went ahead and accepted it because I did get them both from the bins. So I thought it was fair. And I'm happy to get things moving. And this is going to Columbia, MD. Is that Maryland? I don't know my states. Okay, so that is all my Poshmark sales. Now I get to move on to my eBay sales. Yeah, I've been procrastinating on ordering USPS stuff because I don't know, I'm lazy, I guess, and it's kind of a pain to me. And yeah, I just wish they would have notified us, like given us like more of an like notice to that this was going to happen, because there are a lot of people out there that ordered bulk supplies, and now what? And I guess you can give them back to your local post office, but it has to be in like those bundle orders. Like you can't open them and, take one out. It has to be complete. So I have seen, I'm not saying this is what you should do, but I have seen other people donate USPS shipping stuff to local thrift stores, because I've seen my local thrift stores selling them, which I know you're not allowed to do, but I don't know. And I know sometimes that some post offices you can walk in and like they have like a pile of supplies that you can grab. Maybe just like casually bring little here and there when you drop off your sales, like stack them on top of all the other ones. I don't know. Oh, I'm glad I got Maryland. Did I say Maryland? I don't remember. All right, so moving on to my eBay sales. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 eBay sales. This is gonna take a sip of water. All right. A lot of my more recent stuff has been selling. I'm very happy about that. I'm not making any mistakes on what I'm picking up. All right, so this first item that I sold over on eBay is one of my bread and butter brands. I don't know if you can see this. I'm also live on TikTok. That's why I'm like switching back and forth, because my camera decided to stop working. This gorgeous open knit or open front cardigan. Well, actually it's not open front because it like snaps closed somewhere. Like it can go up here or whatever, but yeah, I love selling this brand. It's one of my bread and butters, and you'll see another Athleta piece here too. And this was an extra large, and I did find this at the bins. Pretty sure it was at the bins in Romeoville. Oh boy, we're gonna refold this, but I've been dying to go to the bins. I yearn for the bins. It's been so long. Like after my vacation, I had a ton of stuff that I got when I was in California because I had some family members give me stuff. And I also went thrift shopping in Cali, so I found some stuff there. And then I bought a bunch of stuff from another reseller. So I'm going to simmer down, get everything listed, and then I'm going to treat myself by going to the bins. I'm just using one of these little poly mailers that you get from eBay when you have an eBay store. And this took 53 days to sell. Yeah, they better not get caught selling them. Like what are they gonna do if they do catch them? Are they gonna like close their store? Force them to close their store? I don't know. But this Athleta wrap thing is going to Roanoke, Virginia. I have been there. I have been to Virginia. All right. Are these the ones? Yes. How are your guys' sales? You guys selling some stuff? I'm trying to get my fall and winter items out and get those babies listed because, you know, it's cooling down. It was really cold here yesterday. If you don't know, I live in Michigan and it's been cooling down, but today was actually really hot. Well, not really hot, but it was just hot. So here I sold some Eileen Fisher pants, just a classic pull-on pant with a straight leg. These are another like bread and butter item for me. I love selling Eileen Fisher pants. It's usually a quick flip, and these were a petite medium. So I can usually sell petites in Eileen Fisher, like any size. Typically sells fast. And this was an item that I actually got from that reseller that I was talking about. If you go on my YouTube channel, you can see the unboxing of that. And I do have some more on the way. And these pants only took 9 days to sell. So I'm telling you, pick up these Eileen pants. They always sell for me. You usually can find them at the bins. And they sold for $25. And you know what? I don't even think I told you how much that Athleta thing sold for. The Athleta sweater, it's the studio sweater, in case you wanted to know. It sold for $33.99. So these Eileen Fisher pants, they sold for $25 after 9 days. And these are going to Carmel, California. Carmel. I know there's a Carmel, Indiana. So anyway, all right. I noticed fall stuff is starting to sell, but it's still going to be in the high 80s here. Yeah, it's starting to slowly warm back up over here too, but I don't know for how long. Hopefully not too long, because I love fall weather. It's my favorite season. Yeah, I'm selling a lot more fall items too. All right, so this next item is a fun jumpsuit. As you can see here, nice black jumpsuit. And here's the logo. And if you know what that is, you know, it's Target. This is all in motion. What size is this again? This is a size large. And this sold after 85 days. So fairly quick for a Target piece, I feel like. I need a smaller bag. I don't think I grabbed any. I'll just use this one. And I did find that at the bins. I don't know if I said that or not, but I'm ready for fall. I'm too old and too fat for the heat. Oh my goodness. I don't know. It's been really hot and dry. And it's usually not dry in Michigan. But this summer has been pretty dry. And these are going to Fresno, California. A lot of my sales always go to California or Florida. Oh, and those sold for only $11. But hey, totally fine with it. All right, so this next sale is kind of a bummer piece because I did actually lose money on this. But here's this Veronica beard. Beautiful, and this is 100% silk dress. Nice little wrap dress with a little tie belt. But this unfortunately had some damage, and I did source this on ThreadUp. So that is why I priced it a little lower. And if you can see here, like this starting to come apart at the seams right there. And it's on both arms. So I was really, really bummed about that. But I'm hoping with all the other items that I had purchased with this dress that it'll make up for it. Because I found a Farm Rio dress. A new Attack Farm Rio dress. But it hasn't sold. So that is one of the brands that I've never found out in the wild. That I've always wanted to. I forgot to grab smaller poly mailers. But yeah, I found this on ThreadUp and it took 53 days to sell and it only sold for $18. So yeah, I did lose, I think, $8 on the sale. But it's all right. And this Veronica beard dress is going to Sarasota, Florida. I told you, I get a lot of my sales going to California and Florida. Farm Rio is still on my bucket list. It's still on my bucket list. I've never found it out in the wild. I literally sourced it from ThreadUp because I've been dying to find it. I can't find it anywhere. I see people find it at the Romeoville bins, which is like 2 hours from me. I see people finding it there all the time. I'm like, how come it's never there when I'm there? All right. I have just a few more sales. I feel bad for these people that are getting these items. I'm like ripping open the bags. I want to show you what I sold. All right, another bread and butter item for me. You know. That's Lila. These are just a plain black legging. But I will always pick up Athleta whenever I find it. I won't pay up much for it, but these I found at the bins, so. And they took 158 days to sell, but I don't mind. Let me just go grab some smaller bags real quick. It's just right around the corner. So sorry, I had to get some smaller bags. I didn't want to waste my big eBay ones. So yeah, these took 158 days to sell. I found them at the bins, and they only sold for $9.99. But they were just plain black, so I'll blame it on that. That's why it took so long to sell. Romeoville is 6 hours from me. Whoa. Yeah, I would not go drive 6 hours to the bins. And then you gotta drive 6 hours back. Oof. All right, these leggings are going to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Just gonna close this door so it's not nasty looking in the background. So next summer, we are actually thinking about driving to California, and I want to stop at all like the bins locations on the way. It's just a thought. We don't know if we're gonna do it yet. All right, so this next item is a Columbia piece. I don't know, can you see that? Oh no, it's right here. It's just a very lightweight Columbia jacket. Beautiful green color. I don't want to take it out of the bag. But I do remember finding this, and I found it at the bins in Gary, Indiana. That is where I mainly go to the bins because it's the closest to me. It's only an hour. But the only crappy thing is that they are also an hour behind my time. So that's a little annoying because it's basically 2 hours. So this jacket sold for $25.49, and it took 223 days to sell. And I found it at the bins, so it's so lightweight. I probably paid like 50 cents for it. And this is going to Pueblo, Colorado. I was trying to remember the last time that I made the trip to California. And I think that was when I didn't know I was pregnant. And I could not fall. Like, I couldn't stay awake on the ride back to California because I used to live in California. And I just remember I just could not stay awake. But I also didn't know I was pregnant at the time. A little surprise, and I had just gotten married. Yeah, Indiana is very weird. It is a weird state. Yeah, that's true. They do have 2 time zones, don't they? Huh, yeah, I never thought about that. All right, so these next 2 sales are actually really exciting because they sold the same day that I listed them. And if people are sending me chats on TikTok, I can't even see it. Like, I don't know what I'm doing over here. Is there a way I can see them? What does that do? I don't know what that does. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep going. I've already gone this long without looking at a chat over there. So here we have Tiny. And this is sold at Anthropologie, in case you didn't know. But look at this cute sweater. Oh my goodness. I love the little deer, the pockets. Gives me total grandpa or grandma core vibes. Oh, I really think this is going to be a nice little holiday sweater. Yeah, and this sold the same day. And I remember finding this at the bins in Romeoville, which I think was the last time that I actually went to the bins, which was right before I went to California. And somebody had thrown this back. Can you believe that? Why would you throw this back? This is so cute. So yeah, it sold the same day I listed it. Which it's just so satisfying when something like that happens. I absolutely love it. And somebody sent me an offer over on eBay for $30. So I went ahead and accepted it because that is a great sale in my opinion. And I found it at the bins, so I can see people that are joining, and there's one chick on here that I like to watch, Inspire Style Resale. If you're here, hey. I watch your TikTok stuff whenever I get on TikTok. I think you're like one of the 5 followers that I follow. I just think you're so chill, and I love the stuff that you find at your thrift stores. All right, and this is going to Aberdeen, MD. That's Maryland, I think. And yeah, it sold for $30. I would definitely pick that up again. All right, my last sale, I saved the biggest for last. This absolutely stunning J. Crew 100% cashmere sweater. Oh man, I wanted to keep this so badly, but I didn't. I knew it was gonna sell because I have sold one of these in the past, and it usually sells for a pretty good amount. I do apologize for the noise. And I found this at the bins like a while ago, and I had stored it away to start listing my fall and winter items. This is something that I've never done before. Usually when I find stuff, I just list it right away. But I wanted to try something new and store some fall winter items. So now I'm getting them all out, and now it's like Christmas all over. And I totally forgot all the things that I found. This was one of them. I think I found this at the bins in Gary, Indiana. If not Romeoville, one of them. But this sold the same day I listed it as well. And it sold for $68. Super exciting. I feel like I don't really get a whole lot of high dollar sales. I'm not a very flashy reseller. Thanks, smart, thrifty, and chic. It was very, very hard. This is going to Newark, New Jersey. So I did it. I got them all packed up. Now the fun part is taking them to the post office, which I also hate doing. So how many sales was that? I don't even know. I think 14 sales going out the door, but that was from this weekend. I didn't have time to pack them up yesterday. I'd love to know how your guys' sales are going. Mine have slowed down a little bit, but I'm hoping to get lots listed this week. So I have 2 boys. I'm a mom of 2 boys, stay-at-home mom, and I homeschool. And so they have 4 classes that they are taking. And this week is the first week that they are taking all 4. Because they've been in piano now for a couple weeks. And so now they're doing all 4 of their classes. So I'm really hoping that now that I know what the week is going to look like, I'll have more of a better idea on how much I can get listed and photograph and whatnot. So yeah, it's just been super busy, but I'm not complaining. I like staying busy. I don't like to just sit on my buns. But anyway, I am going to end the stream and thank you guys so much for joining me and for hanging out as I pack up my sales, my 14 little sales. I'm also really happy that I was able to have a bundle sale. So that's great because those never happen for me. But yeah, I'm going to try to go live. I'm hoping every Tuesday, but we'll see. But if not Tuesday, then at least once a week because I think it's really fun and I like packing up my sales with you guys. But thank you so much for joining me. I will see you on the next one. I will have a YouTube video out hopefully this Friday. I just need to edit it. But it'll be my 3rd suitcase. I know I've been putting this off, but it'll be my 3rd suitcase that I unpack. So stay tuned for that. And hopefully your guys' sales are great. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.